and welcome to Hardware Learning. Today we're going to show you how to replace your rear brake pad and rotor on a 1996 Mazda MX-5 Miata. Tools you will need is a 4mm Allen key, a 10mm wrench, a 14mm wrench. Next up is removing the 14 that's covering the handbrake adjustment. 14mm socket for that one, and the location of that is located right here. Not that one, that one. And then you will put the 4mm Allen key into there and loosen it all the way. A component will eventually slide out. Mine didn't slide out on the other side until I completely removed the caliper. Alright, so we are removing the Allen key, releasing the tension on the piston basically. So now this is free. Then we will remove this little dust cap. Okay, that just pops off like that. And that's a 10mm. Once you loosen this slider, you'll be able to rotate that half of the brake. So we'll take our 10mm wrench. Do the old Busterooski. And we can slide that pin out. We'll clean it and re-grease that later. Slide the caliper off the top slider. Set it aside. Take our pads out. Take the clips off. And then we have more 14mm holding the rest of the caliper on in the back. It's two of them. This will give us access to removing the rotor. You can hit the rotor. And there's the handbrake adjuster. That came out of the caliper. Don't want to lose that. Get a couple good swings up here behind where the heat shield is or the rotor's exposed off the heat shield. Rotate that side. Alright, and the rotor is free. Now we can take our new rotor out, clean it off with some brake clean or any sort of cleaner that won't leave a residue. Slap of the base back on there. Put my lugs back on to hold the rotor on. Alright, so now we can put the caliper back on. Well, we're going to want to just freshen up the slider, so spray that off and clean the slider off and then reapply some high temperature grease. Put our 14s back on. Torque those down. Alright, so now we want to put our fresh pads on with the springs and retainers. I have the wrong pad. Alright, put this second pad on here. And then these springs. You want to get a little bit of grease on the back of each pad. Your caliper back on. You want to get all the dirt and grime out of your, I don't know why, but these rear pads just really fight me. Clean up the lower 10mm slider. Re-grease that bad boy. Cap her off. And then that 4mm Allen, slide her back in. And tighten that in until it stops, so the piston is compressing the brake pad to the rotor. So we'll go all the way in until it stops, then back it off 3/4 of a turn. Quarter, whole, or half, 3/4. Put our 10mm cap back on there, and then we will do a brake bleed in a different video. It's actually a 14mm cap. As always, thanks for watching. Stay tuned until next time.